Hey everybody, Winstreak here. We got another question from Mario Lino. They are picking up objects off the ground and looking for a way to only pick up one if they're standing on top of two different objects. So we'll hop right into it. I'm no longer going to use this. I have my character, and then I have two types of fruit. And then I just have a text box down here that tells me what I step over. And then a little bit of code. If I click, it'll move my hero. Starter text, I'm just setting the text box to be empty. On X, I refresh it to empty. And then if I'm overlapping cherries, it changes text to you will pick up the cherries. If I do that to kiwi, it'll do the same for kiwi. And this is just where you would have your code for actually picking up the item. And you can go ahead and run that. And you see I'm over on cherry. It'll say you'll pick up cherries. Over on kiwi, it'll say you'll pick up kiwi. And if I'm on both, it'll say both. And this is what we're looking to fix here. So we can just do that with we can do it a few ways. We can do something in here to block if overlapping cherries and something along these lines is not overlapping kiwi, then it'll do this. I don't like that route. This should be less code in the long run if you have a bunch of items. And this would work way better with families. I'm not sure if you have that unlocked, so I'm going to do it without families though. But essentially this will just need one line of code for each item that you could potentially be standing on. And then we will just add some checks in here to see if you're standing on more than one. So we'll do that with some local variables. And we use local variables here because they will reset each time we press X and it does this check for us. So we're going to have a check for is more than 1. And that's going to be 0 each time. And then if we are overlapping cherries, we will add 1 to is more than 1. If we are overlapping kiwi, we will also add 1 to is more than 1. So now, if we're overlapping more than one item at the same time, these will both get added up, and we'll have 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many items you're overlapping. If you're not overlapping more than one, then you'll just get 1. So we want to check down here. So I'm going to blank event. Check down here for is more than 1 greater than 1. And this means you're overlapping 2. So this is where your code will go in order to decipher what you want to do if you're overlapping more than 2 or more than one item. And let's see, we can do, I'll throw another local. We'll just call this one choose or choice. And you will set value of choice. And we will set that to an int of a random between 0 and 1. And this goes to 0 or 1 because essentially it's 0 up to 1.9999999 forever. And then it's inted, so it just gets rid of the decimal. So this will pick 0 or 1, and from there we can decide based on the variable what one we want to pick up. So we'll add a blank event here, and is variable equal to, we'll do it choice equal to 0 or choice equal to 1. And now we'll set some text, and you saw, we can even add the number in there for is more than 1. This will tell you how many items you saw, but only picked up, and we'll make choice 1 be cherries. And then we'll do the same thing for we'll make choice 0 be cherries. We'll do the same thing for choice 1, and we'll set that to kiwi. So now we should be able to hop in here and still be able to do one of each. and both. And you will pick up cherries, you will pick up kiwi, you saw two but only picked up, so it's not erasing the first ones, which we can do with just a check here. So I'm using text, so I just have to clear the text here. If yours is already picked up an item at this point, you'll just have to remove them at this point. So mine will be as simple as, if there's more than one, we'll set the text back to 0. And we can run up here, and you saw two but only picked up kiwis, cherry, and it's just random. It doesn't switch back and forth. It 0 out of 0 or 1 each time. And yeah, so hopefully you can use that, work it into your code. If you have specific questions or want to show the part of your code that it's coming from, I can give you a more specific answer, but otherwise, have a good one.